What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I feel like what's going on with my hoodie being up, looking like I'm from Star Wars or something. Like I should have a lightsaber, which I do, right on the wall back there. Uh, but yeah, I think it's fitting for what's going on in the market here today, what's going on outside my door, my window, as well as what's happening um, in the world, right? Natural disasters and whatnot. And I feel for the people that are suffering right now or have gone through anything. Um, I know it's what I'm dealing with is like peanuts compared to what others will have to deal with. So I'm with you guys, but I wanted to talk about what's happening in the market because the market doesn't look good, right? We're seeing some negativity, some real major negativity. Now, it's not as bad as what we saw earlier this month, where things crashed a heavy amount, which I wish I was live at that time just to talk people through, because some people really panicked as they saw that drop down to lower figures and missed out on a huge opportunity. But anyways, the market isn't really at a great spot, so we're going to talk about it in this video, as in the factors and all that stuff. So if you guys could hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of the links that are down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon, those links will be in the description. If you guys want to start trading, you can check out my link for BTCC, which is at the top of the description. It is honestly a very good platform that I've been using for over a year. You can leverage trade. You can leverage trade all the way up to a 500x leverage, even though I don't recommend it. If you specifically use my link, you will get a 10% deposit bonus. Also, extra bonuses up to $10,055. And also, you can trade up to or get 40% lower trading fees, right? That's what I was trying to say. But anyways, the market. Where does the market stand right now? So the market currently stands at a $3.62 trillion market cap. It's down by 4% overall, which is not great. It's not the worst situation that we've seen. We've seen the markets drop by 10, 20, 30, 40, even 50%, at times. And I'm not saying it was on a given day, but over a length of time, we've seen it drop. Um, we recently have seen this drop a heavy amount, then recover, and now seeing a little bit more of a drop here. Bitcoin is standing at $107,000. It's down by 3.8%. However, Ethereum is down by significantly more, 6.4%. It's down to $3,740. You're also seeing XRP that's down by 8%, Solana down by 7%, and Tron down by 1%, and just a lot of other things, right? Chainlink down by 9%, Cardano 8%, Dogecoin 8%. The market is falling quite a bit. SUI is down by 12%. So again, market is falling a hefty amount, and it doesn't feel good, right, to see the market down, right? We want to make sure that we're seeing positivity, but there may be many factors that go into this, right? And I wanted to look into some AI information just to give me a breakdown as to why cryptocurrency is crashing today. So here's some factors contributing to the market decline, right? The hawkish Fed stance. Fed delivers a widely anticipated 0.25% interest rate cut, but tempered expectations for a December cut, signaling ongoing concerns about inflation and economic data limitations. Cryptocurrency tends to perform better with looser monetary policies, so this cautious tone has spooked investors. Geopolitical uncertainty. A meeting between the U.S. President Donald Trump and Chinese President caused volatility as traders awaited details on potential trade agreements. While Trump described the meeting positively, the market sentiment remained cautious, with cryptocurrency reacting negatively to uncertainty. High liquidations, which involves the leverage trading side of it. Market downturn triggered a wave of liquidations, wiping out billions in leveraged positions. This caused cascaded effect, amplified price declines as changes automatically close leverage long positions. ETF outflows following the Fed's announcement, U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs saw 470 million in outflows, and Ethereum spot ETFs recorded 81.44 million in outflows, indicating a shift away from these investment vehicles. Now, I always think that this is interesting, right? I think, yes, while all these do have a factor into it, I do think that the last two probably have a little bit more of a stance in things, because liquidations lead to more negativity, which lead to fear, and that fear leads to more liquidations, which creates more fear. So it's kind of an effect that's like a full circle situation, which you don't have to go in multiple places. You don't have to go and say, this affects this, affects this, affects this, and then it eventually gets back into that full circle. This is a two scenario full circle where liquidations that happen lead to negativity, which then lead to fear, which lead to more liquidations. And it just continues around in that circle until you see that fear turn into more greed. And eventually you will, but it's just sometimes it takes a very, very long time for that to actually transpire. So I think that's a big issue with it, but I also think the ETF outflows are a big deal as well. ETFs, the single ETFs that we have now, are not something that I really want to look at as kind of that comparison to like the SPY or an index fund, right? Something that you invest into a broader market index fund, whatever, right? And the reason why I wouldn't compare it to it, even though it is an ETF, is because it's following just Bitcoin, right? Just following Bitcoin is not necessarily the best thing that you want to stay invested into long term, right? Maybe if you are a Bitcoin fan, yeah. But if you are more into the crypto market and care about crypto and the success of cryptocurrency, it would be about investing into a broader market crypto ETF. And we don't have many of those. We have one. Crypto 5 ETF that looks at the top 5 cryptocurrencies. Of course, you're going to see some outflows in Bitcoin. Of course, you're going to see some outflows in Ethereum. Of course, you're going to have people that try and time the market, right? Which they could essentially do that with their crypto outright if they owned it, but you're going to see a lot of outflows of cryptocurrency because maybe they don't believe in the market and they just want to time things. But if you're actually looking at the long-term plays here, it would be something that has multiple cryptocurrencies involved in it, and they would be willing to hold that for the longest time. Not only would you see the growth, you would see in that light of negativity where everything is falling in the crypto market, people are investing a heavier amount of money into this ETF because they're buying at the bottom, right? They're buying the broader market at the bottom. And I think that's a bigger selling point. But the market doesn't really look great, right? I've been watching it. I've been studying it. I've been looking at my positions. I haven't sold any of my positions. I still have GDLC, which is the Crypto 5 ETF that I was talking about. That is down by about 3.4%, which again does track the entire market. But I see these levels as an opportunity. My average is $53. I would like my average to go down to where it is now at $51. However, I have $4,000 invested into it, and also I've reached my limit on my traditional IRA and investing with that traditional IRA. So I have to let that sit and let that be until the new year, and then I can invest another $7,000 or so into it. But yeah, I think the market is at a weird spot. We're seeing a decent bloodbath right now, and I'm not concerned at all because I have my outright cryptocurrency, I have my ETFs, right? And I understand that I'm a person that really believes in crypto and the future of crypto. So that's why I've invested into both of those things there, right? My sole crypto that I have, as well as my all encompassing ETF. But if you can hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, I'm going to know what you guys think about it, about the crypto market, where we stand here today. Did you make any investments as we see these drops? I feel like AVAX is at a great spot. I feel like Cardano is at a great spot. There's many positions that are at a decent spot right now that haven't seen the level of increase that we expected to see over an altcoin season, which we still haven't hit yet. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.